From Forex Traders Daily, this is your daily analysis with Ross Mullins, live from Richmond, Virginia.
Hello everyone, this is today's video analysis for November 29, 2016. In just a moment, we'll be taking a look at the GBPUSD, Greater British Pound, versus the US dollar for today's trade analysis. But first, I want to recap a couple of the suggestions made over the past few days. First off, starting here on the USD CAD. Yesterday, we were looking to buy this currency pair into support. If you look at the top right-hand corner of the chart, you see that blue box up there at the very top right-hand corner between the two channel lines, the blue and the red trend line. Yesterday, we were studying the fact that the market had found significant support at 1.34 up to 1.3425. Taking buys into that blue zone have now seen about 30 to 40 pips of profit depending on where you got in and the maximum you've seen. I've seen over 40 pips of profit. My stop loss is already +5 using the trade manager. Let's go ahead and zoom it in a couple of times. You can see the buy was just inside the blue zone, had to endure a little bit negative as it went down to 3,400, but finally back into profit. Would definitely like to see it break through the green shaded area, the 3470.95 level, and target all the way back up to the yellow zone, top of the box. And of course, a break above that yellow zone, we would look for a more significant profit on the USD CAD. Moving on over to the USD JPY, similar situation. We're in an uptrend like the US CAD. We've stalled, hesitated up here between the green and the orange shaded area yesterday, dipping down to the green shaded area here. Let's go ahead and take it on down to the 4-hour time frame, because I think this is a good view of this currency pair, because you can see it came down, stalled out, came back above, sat down on top, and then now we're all the way back up in towards the 113 level. Currently sitting about 75 pips of profit on the trade from the green shaded area on the US yen. Moving on over to the AUD USD, this one's been kind of a tricky pair as far as when to get in and how to handle this trade. I got in yesterday, as you can see down here at 74.60, just inside the orange zone. Had to endure a little bit of a negative move all the way back up into the upper 74s. Now coming back for us, currently sitting about 9 pips. We've seen a little bit more than that already today, but currently about 9 pips of profit. Definitely would like to see the dollar take another run today and send us back down towards the 7,400 level, pushing back under the orange zone, 74.50, back towards 7,400 to give us some profit here on this currency pair. The only negative here right now is the NZD USD. You can see it sitting down negative 38 pips right now. It's been a difficult pair. It hasn't found resistance as expected. Zoom it in a couple of times here on the daily. Last week we found a great deal of resistance at the purple shaded area between 70.55 and 75. Decided to go ahead and try that again this week as it was underneath that purple shaded area, and of course now you can see it pushing all the way back up towards 7,100. Stop loss is in place to protect us in case it continues to go up. Hopefully we'll start to see the market go bearish again, push back underneath 70.55, and turn back in the direction of the downtrend towards the 69.85 level. We're keeping an eye on this one to see if it will work in our favor at some point today. Next, moving over to the GBPUSD, Great British Pound, US dollar. Currency pair is somewhat in a range, or just some congestion, if you will, depending on the time frame you're looking at. But I would call it a range. You see the black box down here bounced around in there a while. Now we're inside the blue box. And even the green and the yellow shaded area constraining the current market. Let's go ahead and zoom it in one time here on the 4-hour time frame. You can see resistance at the green zone, 125.10. Support at the yellow zone, 124.20 down to 123.85 is the yellow zone. We talked about the potential breakout yesterday. We saw it sitting down here in the yellow zone, and I said during the trade room yesterday, I said the only reason I look for a sell or a short is the break underneath the yellow zone. And we talked about false breakouts, the two black circles here, false breakout, back here, false breakout. We had to see the push underneath 23.85 if we were going to go short, and it did not do it. So hopefully you didn't take the short yesterday, and now seeing it back up into the 1.2470 or so level. Look at the green zone. We've seen a good deal of resistance into that green zone. You might even pull that down a little bit, I suppose. We could take this green zone maybe and pull it more in line with this right here. Let's go ahead and see what that looks like. You can see that pulling it down to 24.80 to 25.10 shows resistance here, here, congestion here, resistance here. Maybe that should be a little bit higher, maybe getting closer towards, well, we'll leave it here at 25.15. 25.15 down to 24.80 is the green shaded area. If you're looking for a short today, this is where we're going to look for it, into the green shaded area. Clearly, just like the yellow zone, it will need to break above there if we're going to see it go higher. We do have some U.S. data coming up at 8:30, about 25-30 minutes from the recording of this video. I'll probably hesitate to buy or sell this currency pair until after we get through that U.S. news, but definitely an area to watch for an opportunity. If you can sell it close to the green zone on good positive data for the U.S. dollar, we'll look for it back to the yellow zone or lower if it breaks through the yellow zone, continues that downward spiral. If it's bad news for the U.S., if GDP misses the mark and it breaks through 25.15 or so, let's look for it all the way back up to the pink zone into the 2600s for the GBPUSD today.
From Forex Traders Daily, this has been your daily analysis with Ross Mullins. If you would like to get Ross's analysis on all the currency pairs he's watching and all the trades he takes today, join him in his live trade room by clicking on the link below. Please leave any comments you have about today's video in the comments section below.